summer-itis. Literally so depressed because summer's almost over. Hey guys, so I know you're freaking out about back to school because I'm freaking out about back to school. So I wanted to film this super quick video just to calm you down because listen girl, I am freaking myself out over here. I have had my supplies packed for like 2 weeks. I have had all my clothes folded, ready to rock and ready for school, and my backpack and my pens are in my pencil box like I have class tomorrow. Because I have been so busy planning and making sure my fall schedule was doing what I wanted it to. So I have been freaking myself out and I wanted to make this video just to give you 5 tips on staying calm and making sure you're school ready when school actually finally starts so that you're not freaking yourself out entirely about this whole thing. So the first tip that I wanted to give you is that seeing as though school's coming in about 3 to 4 weeks-ish, we should be getting back into a sleeping schedule. Meaning, yes, you can sleep all day. Literally get all the sleep out of you that you can. I always do this when the summer ends just to kind of get my last little hibernation in before school starts, because legit, when school starts, I don't get any sleep at all. I literally stay up all night planning and doing homework and doing projects and getting ahead, and I really have no time to just sleep. And sleep is taken for granted in the summertime because you're having so much fun and you're partying and you're shopping and you're beaching it, and you just don't have enough time to sleep. For my back to school tip number 1, I think everybody should be getting back into a regular sleep schedule. You should be sleeping every night, all through the night, just getting all the sleep that you can. And if you can sleep during the day, you know, amongst your work schedule or whatever it is that you're doing, you should definitely do that as well, because sleep definitely gets you ready for school no matter what. That is the number 1 thing to get you ready. The next tip, which is tip number 2, is to stay organized. I don't know if anybody is as busy as me. I know you totally are because we're all busy and we're divas. Side note, we have to stay organized. It doesn't matter what we're doing. I worked so many jobs. I'm, about to work so many new jobs and do a bunch of new stuff, and I really have to get myself on an organized platform before I can do anything productive in school. So for me, I bought myself a planner and I hauled it in my most recent supplies haul, or big haul altogether that had supplies with it. I need a planner, and the reason why I bought it for the beginning of August is so that I can start writing everything in my calendar so that once September rolls around, I'll have a working calendar already with, all the things that I want to do in it and all my plans and my work schedule and everything. And I'm also a coach, so coaching my AAU team is super hard if I don't know like when all the games are, or if I don't know when the practices are or tryouts or anything. So I like to have all that in my organizer, and I strongly encourage everybody for this next month before school starts, you should definitely get a planner and start writing everything down, because I think it just makes life so much easier and less stressful if you have everything written down on paper, like what you have to do, where you have to go, and I just think a planner is the way to go. If you don't have a planner, go get one, because that is tip number 2 for back to school. Next tip for back to school is to stay calm. Okay, literally, I am the queen of freaking out. I have the worst anxiety ever. That's why it is imperative for me to stay organized. For back to school, for anybody that's just like me, I think we all have to just stay calm and breathe and embrace the last days of summer. Go to the beach, sleep all day, eat all day, go to parties, do things that allow you to let loose and relax, and just don't think about school. Once you do the little things to prepare, like sleeping on time, or like making a schedule for yourself, or cleaning up all your clothes, or doing all the big school cleaning that you do, once all that's done, you should just use the rest of the summer to get away and breathe and, blow off steam, the last end of summer steam that you have, and just relax. For me, a really relaxing summer day is just planning YouTube videos and watching Netflix and doing laundry, or talking to friends, or Snapchatting all day, or working on my blog. Shameless attempt to, enhance my blog, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, because why not? I don't care. If you can stay calm and just embrace the last days of summer and do what you gotta do to make sure you're calm and relaxed, do that, because that is just what we all have to do to unwind and get ready for the school year. My 4th tip before back to school is me time. So let me just get sentimental on you real quick. My me time is the most important time of my life. And me time can be anything from going for a walk, going for a run, or laying in bed watching Netflix. As long as you're having that time to reflect, like read, or, you know, any time to yourself is beneficial time. And I think it's taken for granted a lot nowadays. Like, people are always out with their friends and traveling with their friends and, you know, doing all this crazy party. Me time is the #1 source of relaxation and self-knowing and, like, knowing who you are and what you want to do and what your goals are. So before school starts, I want all of you to go out and find some time where you just have time to yourself, because that time to yourself, honestly, is going to help immensely in getting ready for school, because you're going to know what you want to do, you're going to know who you are, like what you need to do to relax, and like what you're going to have to do to make sure you're ready for school. And because I already kind of seeped into it and spilled the beans and told you kind of what the topic was already, but tip number 5 is to set goals. And I know this sounds cliche and like you hear this from, I don't know if you ever had a therapist. I had a therapist, whatever. Your therapist will tell you, like, what are your short-term goals and your long-term goals for the year? And like, you should write them down somewhere before the year starts and, you know, abide by them. For me, my short-term goal is to save up money to buy myself a new car at the beginning of the year. My long-term goal is to graduate with my bachelor's degree from UMass Boston in biology and continue on to a nursing school. Another long-term goal of mine is to become a full-time coach at a high school that I work at for more than 2 years. Stuff like that. Or short-term goals can be even as short as, you know, a to-do list, like things that you want to do in a short amount of time. Like, you give yourself a week frame and you want to finish all of these things on your to-do list, you know? And I just think writing down everything that you want to do just gives you a sense of accomplishment. And then when you actually finish those things, it makes you feel so good. It gets really dreary in the school year. And like, if you have something that reminds you of the goal that you're trying to attain, I just think it helps the situation a lot more, and it just makes you a lot more motivated. And I just think motivation is huge in school, especially me in college. Like, I have a lot of friends that like dropped out because I feel that they weren't getting enough motivation. School's hard, especially like nursing school. Like, nursing school's so hard, and like, for me, I've had a lot of friends drop out and decide that they wanted to do other stuff. And I just think doing little things on the side, just like a to-do list or setting goals for yourself, it already sets you apart from everyone else because you're motivating yourself. Those are my 5 tips for back to school, and I hope I wasn't chatting your ear off. I just thought it would be really cool of me to just tell you my top 5 tips for back to school and what I do to prepare myself for school, and I thought you would really enjoy that because I enjoyed filming it and saying it out loud for you guys, so that's awesome. I will have more back to school videos coming soon, and I hope we are all getting ready for back to school because I am, and I am about to go to the beach to have some me time and relax and stay calm and get myself organized for the year. Woosah.